Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Small Brain Podcast. I'm your host, Joseph Murphy, and with me, as always, is my co-host.
Hello, everyone. It's Jake Harvey. How you getting on, Joe?
I'm very good, Jake. I'm very well. It's a beautiful sunny day.
God, sweltering.
Sweltering. It's boiling now. England, I was going to say Japan, England has turned into the Sahara.
It's so
very hot yesterday. It was melting.
My day.
I hated that so much.
Well, Friday was bloody hot as well.
Yeah,
I
it
went
was
to the
quite
beach
hot,
on
yeah.
Friday.
I went spoons.
In Spoons?
Yeah.
Oh, naughty. What do you have?
I personally didn't. Well, I didn't have food myself, but Lydia saw some of her mates in there. Check out the last podcast if you haven't with her on it. But she had,
Oh, yeah.
it's good. She had some of her mates on it, and not on the podcast. She had some of her mates in Wetherspoons, and they ordered loads of food, but they didn't fancy it. So I was like, gonna eat some of that food. So I ate some chicken nuggets, which I didn't even know they did chicken nuggets at
Missing
Spoons.
out, mate.
It's so good. Next time we're in there.
Oi,
Little nuggy.
Chicken nug.
Chicken nug. Chips with like bacon and cheese.
On top.
Yeah.
The chips.
Yeah. It's really good. And then like a halloumi fry.
One singular.
I'll let Lydia eat the rest
Oh,
because I
that's
felt
fair.
bad for having like a large portion of the meat products. But yeah, it's pretty good. So you went to the beach
Oh, mate, it was class. Went to the beach Friday. Hunstanton.
hunting.
Huntingdon. Hunstanton, class place. Went to the arcades as well. They were open. Very strange.
Yeah.
That was
It's weird, isn't it?
It's really weird. I mean, no one was wearing masks, which fair play. I mean, if they're not going to introduce it,
I think it was Thursday I went past there. Yeah, it was Thursday I went to Hunstanton to get some chippies.
oh,
They were very nice. I had a sausage.
mate,
Sausage. This
sausage
goes back
chip.
to your topic, which I won't say exactly what it was.
Just in
Tune
case
into-
you haven't watched.
Yeah, just in case. Watch it, yeah?
Yeah,
But,
different boys.
The last podcast, you mentioned something that would invoke this, but
Oh,
a sausage doesn't taste any better than when it's in a fish and chip shop.
And battered.
I don't like bad.
You don't like battered sausage?
Oh, bad sausages.
Do you just have it like Savoy?
I just have it singular. No, I don't have Savoy, I just have sausage. They just do sausages without batter or Savoy.
Where do you go?
I went to, well, they were very busy down there. Everywhere was busy.
Very.
Very busy. But, you know, there's the long road.
Yeah.
I went to the one right at the top of that long road.
Super fries.
Might have been. It was. Well, how do you know that? Yeah, I went to that one and it was Big Yum.
It was
I enjoyed
Big
it.
Yum,
It was
mate.
very Big Yum.
Like, the only reason why I know that is because my dad used to work in Hunstanton, so we used to go there every Friday after he'd finished
Oh,
work.
yeah. Nice.
I'm not just fat. But I really like Henry's. Posh one.
Is that the green one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is nice. That's nice, but they get very busy.
Oh, mate.
But you know what? I wouldn't decline
What?
if they said you can have a pair of shorts. Or
Oh,
maybe
mate, they said a pair of
t-shirt.
gloves.
Yeah, gloves.
What about them?
Even glove with a little fishy on the side that says Henry.
Or a mask.
Masks would be good.
Wouldn't wear it.
Wouldn't wear it. Spit on it. Don't eat it. Yeah.
Nah, but yeah, on Friday, funny you mentioned fish and chips. On Friday, I had what did I have? I had 3 battered sausages,
Oh yeah.
just without chips.
Disgusting.
It was the best thing.
You're a criminal.
Pot of curry sauce, dip them
Yeah, I'm
in.
gonna let that one slide, but,
Babe, why don't you like battered sausages?
I just don't like batter that much. I think in a battered double decker, I think that was quite nice. But bar that, I wouldn't eat
Oh.
anything else battered.
No. You gotta eat a battered sausage.
Oh, I'll eat what I want, mate.
We'll try one on next week. Not next week, but we'll try one at some point.
on another episode of which that will be out by the time you've listened to this podcast. We've got a new additional series that we're doing called, as we always do it, Small Brain Food Reviews, which is our food reviewing show where we food review food. And it is very nice. We enjoyed ourselves. We ate a nice, well, you'll have to find out. Well, you wouldn't, because you found out. It was nice Polish food. If you haven't checked it out, check it out. Speaking of check it out, we're leaving this in, but I swear that camera made a noise.
I don't think it did.
I swear it did.
Do you want me to go and check?
Have a check. I'll do this part of the podcast, which we forgot to sort of do last time.
Nah.
It's still going?
Still going.
Oh, cool. of course, not everyone's listening to us on YouTube, which I highly recommend. If you're not, please check out the YouTube channel because it's where we're putting our heart and soul into this project of ours. We're now 11 episodes strong, this one included.
Yeah.
And I feel like we're just getting better, innit?
Oh, mate, we're loving it, aren't we?
Yeah, we're loving it.
We're loving it. It started off as sort of like a little thing to do during coronavirus, and now it's become our favourite hobby.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Now it's our favourite thing to do because it's like a little catch up for us both and everything like that. And I enjoy, like, you know, we enjoy editing and making these. Like, Jake, one of the. We're also doing a vlog series at some point, and I'm going to capture Jake's absolute glee of when I'm editing because he loves it. He loves it. He's sitting there, he's got a big old smile on his face. You love editing, don't you, Jake?
Oh, absolutely love it, mate.
We had an absolute meh with we were trying to have a 2-camera system last time, but don't use a shitty camera that doesn't work properly because it will make everything go out of sync and you'll cry. But next time we have a guest on, which I feel like we could say,
I think we should save it.
I feel like we should. What if we?
We've been hinting it on the Instagram.
We've been hinting it on the Instagram.
Keep your eye open on the Instagram for more hints.
At Small Brain Podcast.
Yeah.
At Instagram.com.
Keep looking on there for hints.
Yeah, keep looking.
We're not going to hint it just yet.
All I'm saying is we've mentioned this person on the podcast before. I feel like we can say that.
Yeah.
And I want to say this now. If anyone else sees this pod, say we mention you, say like a Jeff Bezos or something like that. You know, we mentioned someone like, isn't him? Before you say anything. But if anyone sees this and you hear us talking about you and you like what you hear, let us know and we'll happily have you on.
Oh yeah, the more guests the better, I'd say.
Yeah. We've decided, I feel mutually, not in depth, but we were having a 5 episode, like on the 5th episode, like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. That we were going to have a guest, but I think we've sort of decided that it's sort
against
of
that.
Yeah.
And we're sort of just going to go with the flow.
Yeah.
Because I think we obviously really enjoy doing the ones just with the boys.
Yeah.
But then we also want to get as many guests on as possible. And we've got a few lined up.
Yeah.
For
sure.
Few
and I
bangers.
think you got to make some compromises, didn't you? It's like not everyone can do episode 49, 5 of the podcast, like Ethan. Not everyone can do an episode 10 of the podcast, like Lydia. But I think this will actually make it a bit better because then there'll be a bit more surprises because people will tune into episode 47
and be like, "What up,
Whoa,
Jeff Bezos?
Jeff Bezos, Amazon,
ass."
But my point of this part was meant to be listen to us on
Breaker,
Spotify,
Pocket Casts,
Anchor,
Google Podcasts,
Podbean. That is a thing.
Apple Podcasts.
Is there any more?
That's it.
That's it. YouTube. And everyone who's listening to us on those beautiful, lovely, handsome streaming services, follow us on them. Rate us 5 stars.
And as we always do on this podcast,
Yeah. Good evening. Good.
for you breaker listeners out there.
Yeah, little to the breakers out there. That's what we call you. That's what we called you. The breakers. The breakers.
Because you break our hearts.
Yeah, the small breakers. Podcasters. That's what we call you guys out there. But for real, if anyone's listening and not watching, because there's something you're missing out on here, is that we do visuals for this, and it is all on the YouTube. Just go open up your app, open up your browser, open up your. I'm looking up as if there's not a camera. Open up your perhaps MacBook Pro
or ask on Siri.
Ask on Siri. Does that work?
No, but I really wish it did. We're going to try it after this.
We're going to try it right now.
Alright.
We're going to try it right now. And if it doesn't work, subscribe. And if it does work, subscribe.
Hey Siri.
This is a big deal for the podcast.
Search up the Small Brain Podcast on YouTube.
YouTube hasn't added support for that with...
You know what? Don't talk to your phone.
Just search it up.
Alexa, Small Brain. There you go, and that won't work. But just search us up everywhere. You'll find us. It's really easy. And once you listen to one, listen to like 10. And listen to them on repeat, maybe even 11. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, but good. That's great. That's cool. So we've got all that covered and all that fun stuff.
And I think I'm going first with this topic.
Yeah, I was just about to introduce
Sorry.
I was just going to... One last thing.
Go on then.
If anyone Actually, no, I'll save it for later. I think
Alright,
that could be a
okay.
fun thing to put in later. But Jake,
Yeah.
I believe it's your turn for a topic.
It is.
Introduction.
And this week, we have a variety of topics on this podcast, from the funny to the silly to the deep. And this week, I really want to get your opinion on something that I feel very passionate about. Yes, but no. I want to find out why you think axe throwing is not an Olympic sport.
Oh, damn. It's right, before you say that, right? I've literally, I haven't, solidified what I'm picking as my topic, but one of them was something to do with Olympics, so that's gone. So I've got one now, that's good.
Or you could link them.
4 plus 2 is a lot. Yeah, okay. Won't do that. But why axe throwing is... Tell me more.
Well, axe throwing, the Viking of sports.
Some would say that, yeah.
Probably the longest going sport I've ever seen, other than running, from when cavemen used to run from dinos.
Yeah.
But I want to know, why isn't this an Olympic sport? Because I've never tried it and I really want to try it.
I feel like I've thrown an axe or a stick that was shaped like an axe, and it's not the easiest thing in the world to do, but it's really satisfying.
It's really satisfying, I've heard. And apparently it's like you're being in the Vikings.
Yeah.
So I've always wanted to be a Viking on a ship and throw an axe at an opponent. To win the kingdom. So I really want... So I want to know why this isn't an Olympic sport, because the amount of satisfaction you get from throwing an axe and a board is something else.
Well,
I really want to know why this isn't an Olympic sport.
What I like is that you think that Olympic sports have to be satisfying. You're like, yeah, so shot put, nothing more, to be fair, nothing more satisfying than throwing a big heavy object into the sand, or a discus. Or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's weird what they pick, because, they've got, firing a gun, isn't they?
Sniper.
They've got sniping in the Olympics, which is weird to me. It does take skill. Believe me, I've killed rabbits. But, it's not the easiest thing in the world to do.
I mean, they've got sniping in the Olympics. You've got sniping on Warzone.
Yeah.
You've got axe throwing on Warzone.
Yeah.
Why isn't it on Warzone
That's true.
or the Olympics?
Why isn't it? Even though you said half on football. Yeah, it's true. Why isn't it in the Olympics? I don't know. Maybe it's because it's too violent. Because
then
they've
you've got-
switched out the real bullets with fake bullets. They don't do actual shooting, I don't think.
Well, that ruins it.
Yeah, I think it's all, electronically based.
Well, laser tag.
I think it's like laser tag. Why isn't laser tag in the Olympics?
Oh, man,
that would
I'd
be really cool.
sick. Remember bloody Laser Quest in
Oh,
Kingsland?
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
class.
Was that Quasar?
Oh, yeah.
I think that's
Quasar.
right. But
Yeah,
yeah,
it used to be
I
the
used to
industrial
love that.
state.
Yeah, that was so
Fucking hell,
fun.
boy.
Oh,
You used to go there, you used to get little squashes as well. Orange squash. With a
we used to
straw.
have a little chips and burger, and I'd sit there and I'd go.
Oh, mate, the
I'd
burgers.
look at my mate. I'd be like, I can't wait to shoot you.
Yeah, oh, my days.
Yeah,
that was
they were
actually
good,
the
weren't they?
sickest thing.
Yeah,
I used to love
many
that.
a birthday party spent there.
Oh, mate, that was many. I never actually got
No,
one held
I
there.
didn't. No, it was other people.
It was too high up for
yeah,
me.
yeah.
But
I was more of a Planet Zoom. That was where I was having my parties.
I was more like, just go to the beach.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. It was either a McDonald's party or like that.
I know that McDonald's party vibe.
Yeah, a vibe with that one.
I vibe with that.
And if I knew what I knew then, if I knew now what I knew, if I knew then what I knew now, I'd have axe throwing at my party.
Oh, mate, I would.
That would
100%.
actually be sick.
Imagine getting an axe. It's about the height of you because you're small,
Yeah.
and then you get an axe. Not now,
Yeah.
back then.
Oh yeah,
You get an axe,
you just throw in
you
Jay.
just throw it,
Yeah,
and then you just throw yourself at
like a pair of nunchucks getting thrown. Just,
Oh, mate. I
Yeah.
love axe throwing. I've never been, but I really want to go, and I think it would be class.
I've done knife throwing.
I've equally done knife throwing. That's quite good. Although sometimes, if you don't let go, it kind of just stays in your hand.
Yeah, cuts it.
Yeah.
Got to be careful. Yeah, there is a skill to axe throwing.
I feel like there is.
Yeah.
I feel like, although I don't know, because I guess who would win at axe throwing?
Strongest man.
Scotland, I imagine.
Scotland. Oh, you country wise?
Yeah.
Scotland or whatever country Viking is from, which isn't Scotland, I don't think.
It's like
I
Netherlands.
guess,
Isn't it?
yeah, it's like Netherlands and stuff.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Sweden.
Sweden. I really want to think Sweden
Oh,
because they hosted the Eurovision once. The Vikings.
yeah. The Vikings actually held it. They were like, "Arr," and threw like a knife.
How do you get? That is Sweden Newport. Yeah.
Axe throwing.
Axe throwing. I can't see why it isn't an Olympic sport, to be honest, because it takes as much dexterity as perhaps a shot put, discus, a javelin. Javelin's quite close to an axe.
Although with javelins, they don't throw it like that.
Imagine if they just held it at the tip and went. I would
They
just hit
just
them in the
go-
foot, I feel. Yeah, they often get out of their seat, grab it, and sit back down again.
I really want to do axe throwing.
Yeah. I'm sure you do.
I really, because I don't know, I think that'd be really cool. And you could have like different sections, like for different axes. So when you're at like the group stage, where you determine who gets to the first, you have little axes,
Yeah.
like little balls. And then when you get to
Oh,
like
so it gets bigger. Yeah, okay.
semi-finals, you have like a bigger axe.
Yeah, a bit like snooker. It's not tiny balls at the start. And then
Tiny
by the end,
cues.
it's just a giant. Ah! Yeah, the cues get smaller, but the balls get bigger. It's quite. It's a
I
real.
wish that was it.
That would be better, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I like that.
Imagine it's just that standard shot of the table with the people, but it's just these giant balls on the table. You can't see them.
Imagine you're the balls in Zorbs.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
You push little like.
People.
Yeah, you push like little people. Not. Nah, you sort of get your cue and you hit people in Zorbs and they kind of.
Oh, I'll
Ooh,
go
I'm
over here
going.
then, I guess.
And you fall.
There could be a lot of cheating though.
True.
Because you could
pay
be
the
going,
Zorb people.
you could be like in there and you're actually rolling towards the goal, the pocket, and then all of a sudden you're like, well, actually, I'm not a big Ronnie O'Sullivan fan. And you just sort of walk over it.
You put so much power on it that they can't control it.
True, yeah. I feel that would just pop it though if it's being hit with like a spherical, spiky object such as.
It's not a
that.
javelin,
No, it's not a javelin.
so it wouldn't pop it.
It's not an axe either.
Yeah, because if you think about it, pool cues are blunt.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I
Yeah.
think what sport would you replace to put in with axe throwing?
It's not in there in the first place. Oh, what would I get rid of? One of the jumps. I don't ever find the jumps that interesting.
Do you watch the Olympics?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you gonna be like, well, you have no input? I
Nah.
love the Olympics. I love it. I remember being in year 7, and the Olympics was on, and they were showing it in one of the screens, and we were playing Manhunt. You ever played Manhunt?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Used
and
to
I
love Manhunt.
Yeah, that was a good one. But I stopped playing Manhunt to go watch the Olympics for a bit, and then everyone was trying to get me, and I was like, I'm watching the Olympics, can't get me. Now, was I actually, or was I playing Manhunt rules? You know what I mean?
Oh damn, dog.
Mm.
He's got that on lock.
I'm still winning that game.
Laser Quest, baby.
Laser Quest, get me laser. Probably, yeah, I'd get rid of that.
Yeah, I can understand that. I'd probably get rid of like biking.
Oh yeah, that is, isn't it? No, I like the ones where they cycle and the person who's last gets eliminated. That one's cool. Where there's like loads of them and they're going around in a circle, and then whoever's last that lap gets eliminated.
Yeah,
It's
that
like
seems
that-
a lot quicker.
Yeah, it's like that thing in GTA where like if you're out the back you explode. I think they should just make them explode.
GTA, what a shit game.
It's so trash. If you ever want to play with the Small Brain Podcast, you won't because it's trash.
Yeah, I mean, put your gamer tags in the comments
Yeah,
below.
but everyone game tags XXX swag boy
Roads,
swag roads.
Lana,
Yeah,
XXX.
yeah. Put that. Don't type that in. But yeah, I think that could be fun to get people going. We got a clan going.
I don't think you can say that.
Oh,
Especially as you're wearing white.
yeah, but you're wearing black.
Exactly.
Oh damn, that's true. Yeah, don't play GTA anymore. It's bad, isn't
Nah.
it? Like you can't connect with anyone. It's
Play
trash.
Realm Royale.
Play Realm Royale. Get on that.
That's the fourth mention of Realm
One
Royale.
of these days you'll sponsor us, High Res. You'll do it.
You will.
You do it. We'll put you in the tag and you'll have to watch it.
High Res Studios.
High Res Studios. I'll never forget that classic banging joke that Ethan said where he's like, High Res. This looks low res. And that made me laugh.
Oh damn, yeah, I remember
Yes,
that with
yeah.
open eyes.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And he's...
I definitely think axe throwing is like.
They take stuff out of the Olympics a lot though. They used to have wrestling and they took it out.
Yeah, Kurt Angle won that, didn't he?
Yeah, Olympic gold
In
medalist. Kurt
2000.
Angle.
Think 3?
I think so. I think he won it way.
1993?
I think he won it in the 90s. It was either the 80s or the 90s. I know he was in WWE in the 90s, but like Attitude Era 90s, and they were toting him as a gold medalist. So I imagine he won it. I think it was 94. But everyone in the comments, and I want everyone, lots of you, to write this in the comments and say you're wrong or you're right. And even if you don't know the answer, type it. But yeah,
But yeah,
I think
axe throwing.
axe throwing. What are your thoughts?
I like it. I think it should be in the Olympics.
Yeah.
But I think they should do it on boats. And I think
Oh,
they
that
should
would be
have
so
it
cool.
like you shoot on one boat, you throw it onto another boat, and like targets on the other boat.
Oh, okay. Are we gonna say the thing, the target thing is on the other one, but to start that you have to throw your axe and then jump in the water and do it? That could be cool.
That could be sick.
Imagine like
Triathlon.
Yeah, triathlon, but it's all axe throwing. So like they start you off on a hill, you have to throw your axe down and then roll. All of them, you're not allowed to travel with the axe in hand. You have to like lob it.
You could do it so like as the other people are doing the other triathlon, like the serious boring one, you throw it at the competitors.
Imagine all of them are running and you got like one of them figure of eight things and you're like, I do.
Yeah, I think that'd be sick.
Yeah, and that would thin that crowd out a bit as well.
I think for the final of the axe throwing, they should have it so I'm liking this boat idea. So they should have it so it's like flame, and that the targets is like dynamite, and if you hit the dynamite, the other boat blows up.
Yeah, I can vibe with that.
I like that.
I think there should be more life and death scenarios in the Olympics.
Why not?
Like, imagine the targets, if they don't shoot them quick enough, they'll shoot you back.
With axes.
With axes. Okay, everything just has more axes.
Yeah.
If they did the cycling, you go in there, you look, see your other guy, you grab your axe, you look at him.
Donkey Kong, like throwing axes.
Donkey Kong didn't throw axes, did he?
Nah, he threw bananas.
They threw barrels.
And bananas.
Don't think
They
they
all
threw
threw bananas. Everyone threw bananas on Mario. Because you can pick
Oh,
them
you're
up.
talking about Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm more of like a Donkey Kong.
No, I prefer Mario Kart.
Yeah, I like Mario Kart. It's
I'm
fun.
sorry.
No, it's cool. If anyone wants to play Mario Kart, link in description.
Buy us a Nintendo Switch
Buy
and
us
we'll
a
play
Nintendo
Mario
Switch
Kart
on
with you.
Patreon. But yeah,
Yeah, axe throwing.
axe throwing's pretty cool. Axe? Oh, we didn't put a
Axe.
thing on it. We said we were going to put a Domino's cookie on the last one.
Ah, well.
Oh well, you guys know what Domino cookie looks like. Yum yum yum.
Yum, yum, yum. I like Domino's cookies.
Yeah,
Especially.
I like Domino's cookies especially. I would like Domino's. Like the boxes look a bit like targets
Axe throwing.
for axe throwing.
Or
Bringing
through
it
the
back,
pizza.
maybe. Yeah.
And then you eat it off the axe.
Yeah, and then it's a food eating competition. What other sort of Highlander sports do you think would be good? I think the log chuck. You seen that one?
Yeah, I've seen that. I think you should be able to ride sheep.
Yeah. I think so. I think that too.
Or go diving for the Loch Ness.
Yeah, that could be cool.
That would be
What is an Olympic sport?
Yeah.
Never ends.
Olympics all year round, baby.
And it has to always be in Scotland.
Every time.
Yeah, every time.
Pick up the lock.
Baby. Yeah, it would be cool. I think there should be some sort of mystery hunting thing. That could be cool. Like, you get people who are really good at finding things at a car boot, and then you hide it. And then, like, they go around, and they find that special axe. You know what I mean?
Find a Nemo star.
I'm having deja vu.
Are we?
We are. I knew you were going to say that. Oh, I knew I was going to do that. Oh, and you're Jake.
Hello.
Hello. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Deja vu. Myth? Nah, but
Title.
title. Won't be. But yeah, no, I think an axe, like I say, I think it is because it's probably too dangerous. I don't know, because they usually did shoot just live ammo, like at the
Yeah.
start of a race.
Yeah.
What about instead of the shooting, the other guy just goes, the minute it leaves his
Then
hand,
the last person to go gets hit by the axe.
should have been quicker.
Yeah, I mean, you should have been. You should have trained. You trained your whole life for this. And then an axe hits you on the head. It's your fault.
It's really your fault. I want to be the Usain Bolt of axe throwing.
I want to be the Usain Bolt of sheep riding. I now like sheep riding more.
Sheep shearing?
Nah.
Sheep shearing.
My dog.
Peter.
Hey, Peter.
Hey Peter, I want a sheep to shear.
There we go. Accents on the Strawberry
Yeah,
Podcast.
we've had the
Impressions.
outcry. No impressions have been done lately. Yeah, bringing it back.
Bring it back, baby.
Bring it back, baby. But yeah, I think that it should be an Olympic sport. I'm a little annoyed that there's this fly going around and that there it isn't. If I had an axe, I
If
would
you
have
had an
got
axe,
it.
you'd have killed it,
Would
man.
have killed it, split it in half.
Or a sheep.
Or a sheep. You ever watch sheep shearing?
Film.
There's no film called Sheep Shearing.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
What are you talking about? Shaun the Sheep?
Yeah, that's one.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah,
it's
I have.
the
Sorry, Shaun the Sheep, carry on.
some of the
Yeah.
they sheep it and then they shear it. It's quite good. I like it. It's
You
fun.
make rugs out of it.
Yeah, you could do that. They like being sheared.
Yeah, it makes them cool.
Yeah, they put on 6 sunglasses.
They get accepted back into the herd.
Yeah, they vibe.
They're vibes.
I respect that.
I respect that heavy.
So yeah,
Yeah, I like sheep.
yeah.
Yeah,
How much do you like sheep?
I like sheep more. I think they're the
More
best.
than you.
I think they're the best thing to come out of Wales since sliced bread.
Or no, I was trying to think of something cool to come out of Wales. I feel bad that I can't.
Dandelions?
Lydia?
Is Lady Welsh?
Part Welsh. Lydia, you're part Welsh, aren't you?
I thought she was Liverpoolian.
And then we could sort of. She's from Liverpool. But
Near Wales.
Near Wales, allegedly. Hey, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right near on that border.
Yeah. So there you go. But yeah, they're in lockdown, aren't they, Liverpool?
Are they?
Yeah. This is going to outdate the podcast, but I feel like they're in. Well, that scared me. An army of like 5 pheasants just flew into his bush. Yeah, I feel like they are in.
It's one for the Patreon.
It's one for the Patreons. You got a little camera up here, Patreon exclusive.
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans. If you guys can get us up to solid.
If you can get us up to 60 subscribers,
Yeah.
we'll make a Patreon.
We'll make a Patreon. That's fair. That's fair. You know, because we got some good ideas to fit in that Patreon, like some things that you'd actually want to pay for.
Yeah.
But yeah. Get us to next. Yeah. Get us, please.
Please get us to 60 subscribers. That's all we
That
ask
would be
for.
pretty cool. Yeah. But yeah. So
Yeah.
axe throwing.
Axe throwing, sheep shearing, sheep riding.
Yes.
Yes. Definitely the next Olympic sport. I think. Yeah.
Yeah. I think.
That's enough of axe throwing. Well,
And the camera.
and the camera breaking, but we move.
Yeah. Listen. Yeah. Just go on YouTube anyway. There's not always going to be visuals.
No, they sometimes break.
They
but
sometimes break.
if anyone wants to become a camera person,
We're open to.
we're open to offers of
yeah.
£0.
Yeah, the pay would be getting to experience this in person, which we have been told is actually alright.
Yeah, we've heard it's a very good experience.
Yeah, it's quite funny.
But yeah,
It's giggles.
if anyone wants to come and do that,
Hmm.
please get in touch if you've got any media or photography
Yeah.
experience. But Joe,
Yeah.
all I want to know is what your song of the week is.
God, all this excitement's really made me forget. But I remember.
You remember?
Yeah, I wanted to throw it back.
Go on, throw it back. Jeez.
That would have been a visual exclusive, but it don't work. Have you ever heard of the song Everybody Wants to Rule the World by Tears for Fears?
Yes.
I like it a lot, and I've been listening to it a lot for some reason.
Can you sing me a bit and not get copyrighted?
Yeah.
Well, no.
Everybody wants to rule the world. That one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
You like that?
I've been listening to it a lot lately. It's very good. Dayglow, who Lydia brought up last time, he covers it on his live set because he goes into a song called Run the World, which is quite good. But I was listening to that version, the original version, and his version, the original, and it's all very good. And what was weird coincidence was it played on the radio this morning, and I've never heard it played on the radio in my life. That's a lie, but yeah, I quite like it. I thought you gotta listen to some old music before you can listen to some new music.
True.
Speaking
I like
of that, what are you listening to?
I've been listening to lots of old 50 Cent recently.
Are you actually?
Yeah, I mean, 21 Questions, I had that as my song of the week a couple of weeks ago. And I've been listening to In the Club.
Song of the week.
This is my song of the week.
Wow, the first double offender, I feel like.
Yeah,
Is 50
50
Cent the
Cent.
first double offender?
I think so.
He was doing a lot of crime.
Yeah, doing a lot of crime back in the day. Yeah, big up 50. He's a good old boy. And he's he's a class rapper. I'd probably say top 5 of all time.
Yeah.
And yeah, definitely worth a listen. I mean, you've probably already heard it, but definitely worth a listen.
Can you sing some of it so I can hear it?
I've forgotten how it goes.
Yeah, I'm sure you have.
I actually have.
Shorty in the club, bottles on deck. Is that actually that one?
I think so.
Yeah, probably. That's a 50
Yeah,
Cent song. Why not?
something like that. Yeah,
Sorry, the whole camera going.
it's really put us out.
It's zapped our mojo. We just need 15 cameramen. It's not that difficult to
Yeah,
ask
just
for. If everyone could bring their
email
own
us.
Sony DS57s, that'd be sick.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, something like
Joe,
that.
what's your topic of the week, mate?
Oh, mate, I tell you what, all this time I've been trying to remember what it was, but I do remember what it was. Right, so, you know we have senses, don't we? We have the sense of touch. We have, touch. The sense of taste. Oh, we tasted. The sense of hearing. I don't know if you heard me. Smell? There's another one. Sight.
Sight.
Yeah. So I was thinking about that. I've been thinking about that a lot lately because that's pretty wacky that we have those things. Now, what do you think if you could, right? If someone came up to you and he had a little wizard town and he said to you, "Hello, mate. I'll give you $2,000. This bit isn't really necessary." He says, "Like, I'll give you $2,000 and a new Fiat Punto if you take away 1 sense." What would it be? What sense could you go without?
Smell.
Smell.
Uh-huh.
And as we always say on the podcast, good morning, good evening. You smell. You do that smell, but there's so many nice smells in the world. A nice eggy
There's
smell.
so many shitty smells in the world.
Snails.
Oh,
There is a lot of bad smells, but there's a lot of bad tastes. A lot of bad words could go into your ears. We're not for kids.
Yeah, but nah, smell definitely. Because my nan can't smell.
Huh?
She seems to live.
Damn. Is that the nan I met?
Nah, it's different nan.
Fair play.
Yeah,
I can tell she smelled because she said it smelled nice out here.
Yeah, my other nan, bless her, she can't smell. So she just goes around living life normally. She just doesn't smell. But yeah, no, I think because then you'd never know if you stunk.
That's true, but I feel like that would also be bad.
But then that would just
We've known
boost your
people that
confidence.
can't smell.
We've known people that smell.
Yeah, I'm sure we're thinking of the same person.
Here we are, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Jeff
Jeff,
Bezos.
come on, dog.
I wouldn't. I'd want to. Because I'd be too like do a pug.
Yeah, but you just
If you lose your smell, do you also like when you have a cold, will you sound like that?
no.
Why not?
It's just that you just can't smell.
What's the difference?
Because if you can't smell, it's something to do with your brain.
Is that actually?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Because your brain control your senses.
That's mad. I didn't do my research.
Yeah. So if you can't smell, it's not you're blocked
I
consistently.
actually do have some research if you want to hear it.
Yeah, go on then, boy.
Okay. Let me look for it.
So he's currently looking for his research. Oh, he's pulling out some earphones.
Nah, they're
Oh, it's a mask. Oh,
It's a mask.
fucking
It's
hell!
COVID-19.
It's COVID-19. Oh, 2020, the home of COVID-19. I'm not a football hooligan. I just like football. And he's opening an envelope.
I heard you were there at the protest, but that's not the here nor
I
there.
was not. I wasn't with them. Big up Tottenham though. We support Tottenham. How has he written this on the inside of an envelope?
Did you know that the sense known as sight was invented in 1904?
No.
It's true.
Can I just have a look at that envelope?
Well, considering it's about sight,
No.
fuck you.
Sight was invented in 1904.
Yes.
So people could see before 1904.
People in 1903 be like,
I'm blind.
I'm blind now. Well, maybe what I was telling you was a lie, and that was an elaborate way for me to lie to you and talk about sight. Why do you think sight is so important? Could you be blind?
No.
Would you be blind?
No.
What if someone was like, I'll take away your sight for a day, but I'll take it away for a day?
I'd be like, no.
What would it take for someone? What would be like? I've got a big crab bucket full of this.
Just give me your sight.
Wait, so you said so? I'll take away your sight if I give you my sight.
No.
Oh, I thought you were wording. Oh, okay, you were wording what I was saying. Yeah.
I mean, like, probably like £1 million
£1 million.
for 1 day of non-sight.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, but think about it, mate.
What if you just sat in your room all day?
We make our living out of sight.
It's true, we do. Yeah. I'm fucking now.
Yeah. We've currently fucked off
yeah.
our sight aspect, but
True. Yeah. That was all part of it.
there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, senses.
True,
You can really
but-
lose your ears in this podcast. But no,
And that brings me on to hearing after you finish your point.
sight, I couldn't do it. Especially because we're photographers, like, that's our whole living. Yeah. You'll be able to see, but Joe's reaching into the air.
It's funny.
Yeah, but no, we can do our thing that we love. So
Nah.
I can't say that I would.
Nah.
not. I would take my sight away. But hearing,
Yeah. I love to hear things.
we listen to music.
We listen to music. We don't listen to any other podcast but our own.
I want to make that known.
I want to make that known. I do, but I'm not legally allowed to bring up their names right now.
For breakers.
For breakers' purpose.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I listen. I like to hear things. I like to hear a bird chirp. I like to hear a Mrs. burp. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I like all sorts of things. Jake's flexing and pointing to his muscle. And he's sort of making a goo goo gaga face at me. I don't know what that implies, but
Oh, no.
he's now putting his 2 index fingers together and looking at me.
Say less. No, but what was it? Hearing.
Yeah.
I like hearing.
Mm.
I like being able to hear.
Yeah.
But I feel like with hearing, it's not really essential.
So you're saying if I was hearing, I wouldn't be an essential worker?
No. No, because I feel like out of all of them, use your nose to like smell.
Yeah.
And I feel like smell is
Constantly.
used with taste.
Yeah.
And I feel like smell is needed in dangerous situations. Like I can smell carbon monoxide. I can
Right
smell
now.
fire.
Yeah.
With sight, you can see stuff.
Mm-hmm.
With taste, you can taste whether something is out of date, so it doesn't make you ill.
How out of date would you be willing to eat something?
Month.
Because I've got Barney teddy bear cakes, right? I got for free. But they went out of date on the 27th.
Of July.
No, yeah.
Hey, eat them.
I think I'll eat them.
Yeah.
I all again.
As long as they ain't got no mould.
Yeah, they're all new in box. £20, I'll do a deal.
So on eBay, mate.
That's on eBay.
No, I'd say about a month. But yeah, as I was going to say, hearing, you don't need it.
Yeah, true, because you wouldn't be able to see. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to hear someone telling you, no, that's more than a month out of date.
Yeah. You wouldn't?
You wouldn't. Nah, hearing's pretty important.
Nah.
Wait, what was your one again? Hearing. You'd go without hearing.
Yeah, I'll go with that hearing.
What about taste? Why are you picking taste?
Because I like food.
No, taste was the bad thing.
Huh?
No, smell was the... What was the one you said you could do without?
I couldn't do without, or I could do without.
Could do without.
Hearing.
I swear you said smelling. Because you said there's a lot of doo-doo feces you can sniff.
Oh no, yeah, it probably would be smelling.
Oh, it could be hearing though, because there's a lot of doo-doo feces you could hear.
True.
Oh no, I made that point before. Yeah.
I'd say smelling. Oh yeah, no,
I like this nice perfume scent.
I'd say hearing.
Heroin.
I'd say heroin. I can go without it. It's hard, but I can go without it. No, I'd definitely go hearing.
Yeah.
Hearing would be the one I'd go without.
Yeah, I could probably do with a nice korma. So I'd need to taste.
Yeah.
I like tasting exotic spices.
I like tasting everything.
Everything. I put my tongue on anything and everything. You know what they
Nice.
call me? Smokey Joe.
Smoky Joe's. So easy likes to taste, maybe.
Now the most important one of all, touch.
Yeah, I like touching stuff.
Bugsy T and Young Boy. What are they called?
Young tea and bugs.
Yeah. Smooth touch.
No, I like touching things.
Big nuts. Yeah, I do have to. But what does that really mean?
So, like, when you touch something, your brain tells you what it feels like.
So if I close my eyes now, as I am, you'd see this if it was visually, but you can't because it's not.
You're touching your chin.
Yeah, I just touched my chin.
No,
But to
it's
me, that just felt grim.
It's like if your brain, like, wasn't in charge of your touching senses, you could, like, touch a knife and you wouldn't feel the pain.
That'd be cool.
It would
Would that
be.
make you better at fighting?
Yeah, but you wouldn't just not die. You just wouldn't feel it. It wouldn't be like, oh, I have not got the taste of touch, so I'm going to just...
I've not got the taste of... I can't taste anything. Just get pounded in the face.
Now, it wouldn't be like you couldn't feel anything. It'd just be like... Nah, it would be, but it wouldn't be... Like you wouldn't die. It would be like, oh, I don't have any sense of touch, so I'm going to jump off this bridge into a bulk of, like, rocks.
No, I meant in
That'd
more
be
of like a
fine.
fight situation. If I'm fighting Conor McGregor and he punches me really hard, I wouldn't feel it.
No, you wouldn't feel it.
So what, like, you know if you punch someone, right, and it hurts so much, so you start going like that, don't you? You sort of,
Lean back.
you lean back and you recoil. But if you got that, you wouldn't get that same sensation.
No.
So would it be like, I'm charging up my punch, I go for it, he hits me, I just keep going because I didn't feel that?
Yeah, but like,
But I wouldn't even feel if I punched you.
no. So you wouldn't know if you're connected. And if you're blind, you wouldn't be able to see. And if you couldn't smell, you wouldn't smell the blood. And if you couldn't taste, you couldn't taste the blood. And if you couldn't hear, you couldn't hear the bell. So you'd be screwed if you had no senses.
Helen Keller didn't have any senses. Now, I feel like it's rude to say the second part, but everyone called Helen Keller. Do you know who Helen Keller is?
I have no clue.
Oh my god, you never took RE? History? I'm not really sure what I
I
did.
took neither.
I didn't take RE on purpose.
Simp.
Simp.
You did it for a gap.
No, I meant, I didn't, Liddy. I meant, it was mandatory. Like, everyone had to do it. It was like PE and science and English and maths. Catch that bug, put it in your mouth. Boop, boop. But that's just YouTube. Don't worry about it. Get away. But yeah, RE. I feel like we learned about there was a girl in Middle Ages. It was like
Helen
Victorian
Keller?
times. It wasn't even that long ago. It was like 19th century, and she was called Helen Keller. But she was born deaf and blind, and they called her deaf, dumb, and blind. But I don't think the dumb part's very nice. But it's because she couldn't see and she couldn't hear, so she couldn't like formulate anything. She couldn't tell what's going on, and she survived by, which to be fair is feeling, I guess. But she did letters on her hand with a trainer. I don't remember what a trainer was called.
But then, if anyone wanted to say anything to
Yeah.
her, would they have to do it on her hand?
Well, I think it was like only Helen Keller and the person who was teaching Helen Keller knew sort of how to do the hand motions. Which at that point I could go, "Hey Helen, that's a nice dress. Where did you buy it?" And then the person would be handing like, "You're fat and dumb and look kind of dumb today." And then she'd be like, "Oh, now I'm sad." Mm-hmm. But yeah, you'd say like, say you're the trainer, I'd be to tell Helen Keller I'd like a
Oh, so she's like an interpreter.
interpreter. Yeah, that's the better word. I couldn't think of that. Trainer.
Personal trainer. She just wanted to get yoked.
Helen Keller was also jacked.
Jet to the tits.
If you were muscular and you couldn't feel anything, would you just tense so much that you'd explode?
No, you'd just be flaccid the whole time.
But I feel like you don't really need to bring that up.
No, that's muscles.
Oh.
There's another word for like if you're not flexing, you're flaccid.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, but that was just sort of...
It's not just penile.
I wasn't even thinking that, Jay. What the fuck? I was thinking more fishing based, but that's okay.
Fishing-based,
when
yeah.
your line is flaccid and not hench.
Yeah. Hench.
Yeah, I could go without. Thanks for asking. Probably, I like looking up there. It helps me think. I like looking at the chains. There's chains. If you see one of the vlogs that will probably go up at some point in your life, there'll be me looking at a chain.
There will.
There will. Fuck! I fell off my chair. I don't know. It's a tough one, isn't it? Because they're what you need, aren't they? Touch, smell, taste, touch, hearing.
It'd be smell. 100%. It would be smell.
But I like smelling.
Yeah, but out of all
To
of
be
them...
fair, I don't think much when I smell.
No.
Like,
I wasn't thinking I was smelling just then.
yeah.
I actually
just
can't
sort of
smell
happen.
anything.
This is a scentless room.
Can you smell anything?
I can't smell anything.
No.
Jane?
I
I
smell
can't see anything.
my knee.
My touch is gone. Yeah?
Oh,
Give
it's
us
a
a
good
whiff.
smelling knee. Go on.
Oh, a little ginger ale in that, look.
Oh, yeah, boy.
You'll never know what happened. But, nah, I think it might have to be smell because I only appreciate smell when I don't. It's like a good edit, which you'd appreciate, Jake. You don't notice it until it happens. Or you don't notice it until it's wrong. So I feel like you notice the smell more when it's really bad instead of when it's really good.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean? Like, in a film, you don't notice, oh, that was a nice edit. You go, well, that's shit. And that's when you notice it.
Yeah.
Because, yeah. But I feel like when I taste something, I can really appreciate a taste, like a nice flavour, like a nice pasta or something like that, like a nice alfresco. You know what I
Got
mean?
pasta coming
Got
up, mate.
pasta coming up, boys. Yeah, I like that. And I feel like touching things is always good because you want to feel different.
I want to feel.
You want to feel something.
Yeah.
Is touch a physical thing or an emotional thing? Damn, I got him.
Nah, because I think that's different for different people.
Nah, was it for you though?
Oh, babes. I'd say it's an emotional thing.
Yeah, I feel like it.
Because you got to be passionate with it.
Mm.
I feel like if you're just going to be like physical, you just kind of slap.
Wait, what we took?
But like, nah, because I feel like if you feel anything and you're just physical about it, you're just kind of quick.
Yeah.
But if it's like an emotional thing, sort of slow with it.
Hear me out. We went to the Tate Modern
Mm.
in Germany and London, and there was a wall that had carpet on it,
Oh,
and I felt it, and I felt something feeling it. You know what I mean?
but you didn't just quite quickly.
No.
You
I
felt there.
let my fingers run through it
See, that's what I'm
Yeah.
talking about.
because I wanted to appreciate it.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I think it's because we're quite artistic, passionate people.
Yeah. We actually enjoy
Touch.
life and touching, and we appreciate it.
We touch each other sometimes.
We were going to call it the touchy poddy, but we didn't.
Yeah, good.
It's a good thing we didn't actually.
Oh,
Slow touch. But yeah, I do think that, and also visually, I couldn't go without seeing anything because my eyes are one of my most arguably important assets. Because I've often thought about being blind, and yes, yeah, okay, I think about it a lot. I'm sitting there at night looking up. You know what's scary?
People wake up sometimes blind.
Yeah. Oh, mate, have you ever done that where you open your eyes but you can't actually see anything because your eyes are covered by something, but you don't think about it, so you just think you're blind?
No.
I've done that like twice in my life, I feel.
Is that so scary?
It's so scary. It's quite scary. It's quite worrying because it's like, I can't see.
I'm blind.
I don't like that, but at the same time, it's kind of fun. I don't like it when, speaking of losing touch, when you get dead arm and it goes floppy, which is how I imagine not being able to feel would be like, because you'd just be like, because if you wouldn't feel, you wouldn't be able to actually manoeuvre your arms, I think.
Well, I broke all my bones in my arm once.
Really?
My right arm.
Jesus Christ.
And it torn a few of the tendons as well. So I had no feeling in my hand
Yeah.
for when it broke, and then when they put the bones back in place, the tendons sort of regained, because the bones are like pressing down on the tendons. So I had no feel in my hand. So when they redone the bones,
Oh, wow.
I had tendons in my hands that I could feel again.
That's pretty crazy.
Yep.
Yep.
And I couldn't feel my whole arm because it was like my arm had twisted itself around itself. Sorry, this is quite graphic. Twisted itself around itself about 4 times,
Yeah.
and it was just flopping.
Oh,
So it was
not good.
It was an interesting time.
Mine isn't as interesting, but does involve losing touch. My tooth has a filling in it,
Oh yeah.
and they removed the nerves out of it, so I just don't feel anything in that tooth, like in that thing. Because like they were doing stuff in there, the water stuff. You ever been to the dentist
yeah.
and they put the water in there? That's so nice.
Oh, it hurts me.
Oh,
The coldness. I don't like it.
I like the thing that they do in there. Still an impressionist podcast, but yeah, it's so relaxed. Like, oh god, I could have that every day. Just someone coming in my house and then go and then leaving again,
Yeah.
not saying a word to me because they lost the sense of talking. But yeah, that seems weird to me that isn't the sense, being able to talk.
No, because that's I don't know.
Because the sense should be something that if you lose, you rather not.
Yeah,
Like, I'd rather not lose my sense of smell, but if push comes to shove, I would.
you could lose talking.
I would not want. Nah.
I feel like that would be not that bad.
All right, mate.
Nah, like
Speak for you,
for the podcast, it would be bad. But like, I mean, I don't know. I feel it would be that I'd rather taste than be able to talk.
This is how we have to do the rest of the podcast. Yeah, I guess. But what if I tasted something really good and I wanted to tell someone?
Write it down.
What if I couldn't write? Lost sense
You're
of...
dumb.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay, you make a good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why didn't, instead of sign language, why doesn't everyone just have whiteboards?
Who carries a whiteboard around with them? Like, if you're in a swimming pool and you need help, you're not just
Yeah.
gonna whip out your whiteboard, are you?
Get an anorak. Yeah, I guess. Or an Etch-a-Sketch.
Yeah, or a
You
laser
know what I mean?
point.
One of them. A laser point. That wouldn't. So you're like, my friend, he's a shark, and then you have to do it on the wall. You just spinning the laser pointer. Terrible idea. But the other one was good.
A whiteboard.
Yeah, whiteboard was good. Why can't you do a whiteboard? If you put it in like a plastic covering.
And you put your hand through like a glove.
Yeah.
Into the side of the plastic. Yeah.
It's got to be a box about this big.
What's in the box?
Hey, what's in the box? Oh, it's a whiteboard. Yeah, that'd be quite good. Yeah.
Because I can't talk. Nah, that'd be good. I'll write that.
Because I could never learn sign language. The only thing I know is I think that means poop, or that's just the thing I saw in a film.
That means bullshit.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why would it?
Bull.
Oh.
Shit.
Nah, that's too, obvious.
Nah, that's bullshit.
Talking about it. I think that you're, it would be really difficult to throw an axe if you couldn't touch.
Yeah, but it'd be easy to throw an axe if you couldn't smell.
What if they blindfolded you and you had to smell where the oak was on the tree that you had to throw the axe at?
Why would they do blindfolded axe? That just adds another level of danger, I feel.
I don't know why this reminded me of it, but one time in high school we had a sort of sports day, but it was fun sports, and one of them was welly tossing.
Oh yeah, right there.
And for some reason, instead of just chucking it normally, I thought I'd spin round with it. And I spun round so much that I got dizzy, and I chucked it, and I just chucked it at some girl's face.
Do you want to say sorry?
Nah,
No.
I stand by that.
Oh, thank
because
you.
I was welly tossing. They
She
were
was just
merely
standing-
observing.
Yeah, she was vibing in awe.
Yeah, it was just wow, he's spinning so much. Why? And then I released
The Kraken.
the Kraken, also known as the Wellington, and that thunder came down hard, but it was quite cool. I liked it. It was fun. Spinning around, getting dizzy.
That's not a sense.
I hate that though. That should be a sense.
Yeah, dizziness.
I hate dizziness.
I don't mind it. I feel like it's just something that happens, isn't it?
What's because this is sort of to do with it, and there's some time to fill because we had a long gap where we were stressing about the camera not working, but what what your body does, because I feel like senses are sort of what your body does.
Yeah.
Sort of getting dizzy, eating. Have you ever ate a lot and then you sort of feel a bit weird inside, if it was a bit sort of hurty sort of thing? What is it something your body does sometimes that you just wish it wouldn't do?
Yeah, I don't know.
I dribbled a little
Oh,
bit.
fair play. I don't know. I feel like when you get a dead arm or dead leg,
Really?
oh, that fucking hurts. Or cramp.
Cramp's bad.
Oh,
Cramp in your foot.
nah.
Your leg?
In my leg,
Yeah.
especially my
And
right.
then it tenses and you go, ah. I get cramp in my toes sometimes and I hate that. I want to cry.
When I go up gym, if I'm benching a lot, or if I'm just deadlifting a lot, my right leg just goes numb.
My leg.
I don't know why. It's not
Yeah.
like I'm using it. It's just kind of there, and it just kind of goes cramped, and I'm like,
Yeah.
it extends, and I get really pained.
Hmm.
But yeah, what about you?
Probably, when you drink a lot
Yeah.
and then you're picking up a drink, like alcohol, and your body's going to tell you you're going to be sick, and you get that feeling. I'm thinking about it now and I don't like it, but I feel like if I could do without that, then I could just down everything.
Yeah, I'll see that.
You know what I mean?
I'll see
Because
that.
it's I know I could drink that, but my body's rejecting it. Because it's that potential idea of you're going to be sick.
Yeah,
And I don't really want to do that. Because I don't like being sick either.
Nah, being sick ain't the one, really.
Nah, ain't the one, is it?
I don't like that.
No, I don't like it. That's that DJ Khaled song?
Yeah.
That's what that was about.
What, being sick?
Yeah.
Well, I'm the one.
Yeah.
No,
It's about being sick. That's
I'm
true.
the one.
Yeah, because that's the noise you make when you're being sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like it. I just don't like the feeling.
I don't like the taste.
Or a nosebleed. I don't like nosebleeds.
I've had a lot of them
Oh, you
recently.
have you?
Yeah, so many.
Oh, God, that's not good.
It's like, I don't know. It just, whenever, I don't know.
There was a point when I was little when I used to have loads of nosebleeds, to the point where one time I went to the hospital with it.
Yeah.
Obviously my nose, because I always have to get that with me, but the nosebleeds, because it lasted 4 hours. And I had this big bucket this is getting graphic as well, it was full of blood. And by the time the doctor got to me, because it was a packed hospital and it was really late, it stopped, it clogged itself up, and he's like, you don't need to be here. And I was like, I've just lost half my blood.
Yeah.
And he was just like, have a lollipop. But yeah.
Yeah, for me, it's
crazy.
not even my nose drips of blood, it's just built up.
Yeah.
It's actually grim.
Yeah.
I can't lie.
Yeah.
Sorry if you're listening, Poppy. That's probably grim for you to hear, but
I think that's a good place to end it.
Yeah, I think it's a good place to end it as well. That's just made me feel very unwell. But
I like it though.
Any final thoughts about axe throwing, bleeding noses, and tracks?
I thought this has been a fun podcast episode. I like that even 11 episodes deep, we still have these problems because it shows that we are still a growing podcast.
We're still learning.
I'd rather have everything go wrong than nothing go wrong.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I say that with a smile. Actually, no, I kind of do. I like that because
If
then
nothing
you learn.
went wrong, then it'd just be boring.
Yeah, it'd be boring. Like, I like the bit where you're going to see us at the start all happy and filled with joy and gloating that we actually have a video. And then this segment where we're depressed because it doesn't work. I mean, that's cool. But yeah, I definitely think that if you haven't, because a lot of percentage of the people that listen to this podcast don't subscribe.
Oh, not enough.
So if you can give this video a like and subscribe on YouTube, you know, that'd be fantastic. We'd love that.
Absolutely amazing. Follow us on Instagram.
Follow us on Instagram, Small Brain Podcast, SMALLBRAINPODCAST. Small Brain
S? No, not S, sorry.
Podcast. Yeah, and we look out for this special little guest we got coming.
Yeah. Keep your eyes peeled. That one's going to be perfect. No problems.
No problems.
Whatsoever.
Fingers crossed. We're going to practice for that one, I feel.
Yeah.
It's going to be good. I'm actually really looking forward to it. I think it should be fun.
It's going to be very good.
And yeah, this I didn't really see it coming, to be honest.
No, it's pretty mental.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Big name.
Big name.
So I'm well excited.
But yeah, any closing thoughts on your regard?
Just eat food.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
I'm so hungry. But as we like to say on the Small Brain Podcast at the end of every episode,
absolutely do.
Good
Love
morning.
It. Oh, can I?
Yeah. I'll let you do it.
No. Oh, well, it's a new season, isn't it? Really, with 10 episodes done.
Oh yeah.
Episode 1. As we always say on the pod, can I have a new thing?
Yeah, go on then.
As we always say on the podcast.
Podcast.
I feel like I said podcast, but I was excited. As we always say on the podcast, good morning, good evening,
and good day,
and good day, and good night, and good day. Bye.
Goodbye.
Good night.
Fade to black.
Fade to black now.
Baby.